Hi and welcome everyone. So what we're doing today with Unlock Protocol is we're going to launch a certification on chain. So first we go to unlock-protocol.com. We hit the launch app button. That takes us to a wallet connect page. So it's very important that you have a crypto wallet. The reason for that is that if you want to do something on chain, a transaction needs to be made and gas fees need to be paid. These gas fees are absolutely minimal. They will not cost you a lot of money. And on chain means it needs to be verified. So we have to pay gas fees. So whatever blockchain you eventually choose to launch this on, today we're going to use Celo blockchain, you will have to own either the native token or Ethereum as a currency to pay the gas fees. But we're going to hit the connect button. And in my case, MetaMask will pop up, or I will pick MetaMask from the different options. I'm going to hit MetaMask. We're going to connect. We're going to confirm the sign-in. And this is where you will be greeted in your log section. So for you, there will be absolutely nothing here if you're doing this for the first time. You can see I have a lot of logs, aka smart contracts already with Unlock Protocol that I've launched for various different purposes. And yeah, so maybe quickly a primer on Unlock Protocol lingo. So our logs are the smart contracts essentially, and keys are the NFTs minted on those smart contracts. What we're going to do is we're not just going to mint a few NFTs. That's something that I will leave you guys to do. But what we are going to do today is we're going to actually create a smart contract on chain without any type of coding knowledge. And it will be completely under your control. So let's get into it. So we're going to create a smart contract, aka log. As you can see, you're presented with various different options here. We will select certified expertise on chain because at the end of the session, I want you guys to be able to mint your own certificate on chain for attending this workshop. So I'm going to say certification. Okay, and here we're back. So we're picking the image that I made. Here you go. This is the certificate that I designed. It's very important that it's always in a square format, as most NFTs work this way. All right. So we're going to name this. We're going to call this, say, empowering autonomy and trust, because that's the session today. And then ideally you have a little bit that you want to say about this session, right? So as part of the Grow Edge Accelerator, organized by SIU, Unlock Protocol, DAO Steward Stella Achenbach held a workshop specifically dedicated to launching certifications on chain. What is this here? Markdown is supported. So Markdown is something that helps you make your stuff look more sexy if you want to do that. It's totally fine if you don't, but especially for event pages, which we're not doing today, this is super helpful to make your event page look nice, right? So think of it as a toolbox for formatting, essentially. All right, that said, I'm gonna say add system protocol DAO, and I'm going to put our website in here. We could also put Kara's website in here, or whatever feels like it's making the most sense. It might be interesting to eventually link the session recording, but this is the fantastic part about Unlock Protocol. You can actually update these things. We're going to say certification is going to last forever. It's not going to run out. We strongly discourage people from using Ethereum mainnet. It's very costly in comparison to many layer 2s, and layer 2s just do the job fine. So I'm going to launch this one on, let's see, we want to use Celo today. Okay, I quickly made sure that I am on the Celo network, so it can recognize that when I actually deploy the contract. Price and quantity. So all of these settings, every single one, they can be changed at a later point. So don't fret it if you're getting something wrong here. It's totally fine, right? So one more thing that I want to do though is, so what I want to do is I want to give this description a little bit more credibility. The way we can do that is by actually starting to link some stuff in here. So I told you about Markdown. This is how Markdown works. So we're going to add this link here. And for my own, I want maybe people to check out my paragraph page in the future. I'm making sure there's some additional stuff that people can check out about the people or the organizations involved. I really recommend more people making use of that. Price and quantity. So we're setting this up to be a free one, right? This is not a paid one. Again, selected seller network. So we're going to hit save and deploy here. As when MetaMask pops up and asks us, in this case, for Celo, right? Because the network fee on Celo is not Ethereum, it is Celo. So you have to make sure if you're deploying a contract on Celo, that you actually do own Celo. All right. And this is where we just have to wait a minute. Yay! So this is awesome, right? This is a certification. What we think is adequate is if it is a non-transferable token, because other people shouldn't be able to pretend that they were part of something which they were actually not part of, right? So we're going to make this a non-transferable token. And here we go. Now we have a ready-made certification page. So we're going to visit our certification page. Essentially, your identity will be known as your wallet address. So if you have an ENS domain like myself, it will automatically show stellarchenbach.eth, which is like super cool. Now I want someone to be able to mint this, right? Or maybe I want to send it to people, which is maybe the better way of doing it instead of letting people self-mint. So how do we do this? This is the grand question. So we go back into logs. All of our contracts will be here, and it always takes a minute, so be patient. Depending on your network, it really will take a minute. Unlock can grab all of the good stuff from the chain. How do we make this accessible? So there's two ways. As I mentioned, you can just airdrop. That's the easiest of all of them. So as a test, I will use the Alana project as someone I will drop the ticket to. That's our wallet address. This is the email address. So I'm adding the recipient here. Then I'm confirming the airdrop. Very shortly, the transaction. I'm confirming the transaction. And then we're going to head over to the Alana project's email address so I can show you how the certification will look like for the participant in your program. So this is the email that the recipient will receive. If you see here, the certification itself is also attached as a PDF. Here you go, on the seller network and everything. But most importantly, what we want to do, our participant can actually link this seamlessly to their LinkedIn profile. So we're going to go here, and ideally you're already logged in on this. And here you can say, okay, this is Unlock Protocol DAO. So this is correct. Obviously, the issuing date, is August. There is no expiration date. Credential ID is, in our case, number 4. And then you can say save. This should go down here on your profile under licenses and certifications. This is where this will go. Important is that you can actually seamlessly have your participants add their certifications into their professional LinkedIn profile. And I think this is pretty awesome. If by any chance the email is not arriving as fast as you think it should, you open this field and you say send certificate by email. All right, this is one way. The other way is let people self-mint, share the link only in your closed group. That's another option. We have to go again to tools, but this time we're going to go to checkout URLs and not to airdrop keys. I actually have to make this one, unlock protocol DAO certifications. And I say next, and I will use that same. And then we're going to change the icon. So we make it look a little bit more branded. We can set a redirect URL. So in our case, I think let's use Unlock Protocol, the website. So it directly links back to there. Visit Unlock. Next. Now we aggregate a log. So Lucky for me, I think I only have one on Cello, two on Cello available. All right. And now you can see it's available here. Let's here, copy URL. So if I would set this now to you, this is the URL, it would say sold out. Well, that seems like an actual problem, doesn't it? So how do we fix that this shows us sold out? Because right now there is essentially no availability. So we're going to go back here. We're going to hit the back arrow. We're going to go to settings. And in here, there's actually a lot of things you can change. So let's say we want to change the ticker symbol. Then we're going to go, and we say unlock DAO. Okay, unlock protocol DAO. Let's just do that. And we're going to hit update. It's going to request us to sign a transaction. And on the Cello network, this is then updated. Most importantly, though, we want to go to the membership terms. And we want to say how many are actually available. Actually, it was like 14 people exactly at the recent event that we did with the Grow Edge Accelerator from CU. So I'm just going to update it to that specific amount. And then after we confirm this, and this is being updated on contract level, we should be able to refresh our little minting page up here, and it should show us that there is availability of 14 keys. Let's give it a second. Okay, it seems that it has updated. So let's refresh this. I'm doing a hard refresh by holding Control down. 11 are left. So if we go back to our unlock dashboard, we will see 3 have been given away, 11 are still left. Well, this is how you do certifications on chain. This is how you can use some of the features that Unlock Protocol has to offer you. There's so much more you can do with Unlock Protocol. Don't think of Unlock Protocol as another platform that gives you just one purpose use. This can be whatever you mold it to be. So try, experiment, ask questions, and have fun with Unlock Protocol. See you in another one. Bye-bye.